For over 2,500 years, the relationship between Iran and Israel, once known as Persia and the ancient Hebrew kingdom, has shifted from friendship to fierce rivalry. Once allies, now enemies, the journey between these two nations tells a story of empire, faith, politics, and survival. In this video, we explore the deep historical ties, forgotten alliances, and modern-day conflicts that shape the uneasy relationship between Iran and Israel. The Persian Empire and the Jews. Cyrus is still remembered as a hero in Jewish history. He's even mentioned in the Bible as a Messiah figure. During the Achaemenid rule, Jewish communities thrived under Persian protection. The Book of Esther, set in Persia, tells the story of how Queen Esther saved the Jews from genocide. Visual suggestion: ancient Persian ruins, biblical references, old Jewish temples. This was a golden age of cooperation. For centuries, Persian empires allowed Jews to live freely in their lands. From Zoroastrianism to Islam, in the 7th century CE, Islam swept across Persia. Iran became a Shia Muslim stronghold, while Jewish life continued under Islamic rule but with restrictions. Over time, Jewish communities in Persia became isolated, while the broader Muslim world viewed them as second-class citizens. Yet no major wars erupted between Persians and Jews for centuries. The identities of both peoples, one centered on Islam, the other on Judaism, began to diverge. 1948, a new state, a new reality. In 1948, the modern state of Israel was born. Iran, then under Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, was one of the first Muslim-majority countries to recognize Israel, quietly. Iran and Israel shared common enemies: Arab nationalism and Soviet influence. From the 1950s to the 1970s, Israel and Iran had close diplomatic, military, and economic ties. Israeli engineers helped build infrastructure in Iran. Iranian oil flowed to Israel. Intelligence agencies of both countries even collaborated. Khomeini and the Islamic turn. In 1979, Iran's monarchy was overthrown in a revolution led by Ayatollah Khomeini. The Islamic Republic of Iran was born, and its foreign policy turned radical. Israel was now branded the Little Satan, and the US became the Great Satan. Iran cut all ties with Israel and began supporting groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza, militant enemies of Israel. The friendship of 30 years was erased almost overnight. The shadow war begins. Since 1980, Iran and Israel have never fought a direct war, but they have waged a brutal shadow war across the Middle East. Iran armed Hezbollah with rockets. Israel bombed Iranian weapons depots in Syria. Iran trained Hamas fighters. Israel assassinated Iranian nuclear scientists. Each move met with a counter-move, escalating a dangerous cycle of indirect warfare. Israel versus Iran's nuclear program. One of Israel's greatest fears is a nuclear-armed Iran. Iran insists its nuclear program is peaceful. Israel doesn't believe it. In 2009, the world discovered secret nuclear facilities in Iran. Israel began lobbying the world to stop Iran's nuclear ambitions, by diplomacy or by force. In 2015, the Iran nuclear deal was signed with global powers, but in 2018, the US withdrew, and tensions spiked again. Israel has made it clear it will not allow Iran to build a nuclear bomb, no matter the cost. Enemies surrounded. In the 2020s, Israel normalized relations with Arab countries like the UAE and Bahrain under the Abraham Accords, further isolating Iran. Meanwhile, Iran increased support for armed groups in Iraq, Syria, and Lebanon, building a Shia crescent of influence. Iran blames Israel for destabilizing the region. Israel sees Iran as an existential threat. Despite all this, Iranian citizens and Israeli citizens rarely express hatred toward one another. The enmity lies with their governments, not always with their people. Looking ahead, can peace return between Iran and Israel? History tells us that these two nations once stood side by side. But religion, revolution, and geopolitics have built walls too high for now. Still, the story is not over. History is full of surprises. Just as enemies became friends before, they may again. For now, the uneasy history of Iran and Israel continues, written not just in ancient scrolls, but in modern missiles. What do you think about the long, complicated history between Iran and Israel? Can their ancient friendship ever be restored? Comment below and share your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more history uncovered. This is Empires Unearthed, and we'll see you in the next chapter of Forgotten History.